the right thing, even if no one is watching. At first, I thought it was simple acts of kindness, like returning someone's lost pen. But as I grew older, I realized he was sowing the seeds of a silent revolution, one that wouldn't be fueled by weapons, but by unshakable morals and high standards. We live in a world where we have this mentality that to get ahead in life, you must know someone. Rules and skills are bent out of the way for someone who is well connected. And it's easy to shrug it off that, oh, some people are just more fortunate than others. But that is not so. Everyone is born with the same amount of limitless potential. The only time fortune comes to play is in the upbringing of that person. Nepotism is a self-destructive trait that we all have as humans. So ask yourself, would you rather your best friend or a random stranger become president of this fair country? The right thing to say is whoever is more qualified. But inside you, you know in the back of your mind that you want your best friend. Nepotism, although it is a trait, can be rebelled against with those morals I mentioned earlier: integrity, empathy, and accountability. Let me share a personal experience. I volunteered in an outreach program where I was tasked with giving used clothes and shoes to children. After a while, I noticed that some children, after receiving those clothes, they would return back into the line, bully the younger ones out of the way so that they can collect another pair of clothes. And while I tried to tell them to stop it, there was another volunteer that told me that, oh, I should let them. They are less fortunate, so they need it. But all of them are in the same predicament. That little ripple of greed can become a tidal wave of corruption. Corruption can come in all shapes and sizes. It is caused by greed and discontentment. But when we have a high moral standard, we elevate our lives beyond the clutches of greed and become content within ourselves. The best part about that high moral standard is we don't have to wait for someone else to lead us. We can choose by ourselves. We can choose courage over convenience. We can choose empathy over apathy. And we can choose selflessness over self-centeredness. Those simple morals that I mentioned earlier don't need to be tossed aside. Those simple morals are so simple that anyone can understand them, whether you're a teacher, a student, rich, poor, young, old. Anyone can have that high standard. I leave you with one question. What would happen in your life? What would change in your world if everybody began holding themselves more accountable? If we started telling the truth more? Wouldn't life be so much better? Those little things that we do can build a better life for us. I am a teenager. I don't have all the answers. I am not perfect. No one does and no one is. But I am part of a generation that is committed to redefining success. One that wouldn't be just by achievements, but by the positive impact we have on one another. So I urge you to join me, build a better tomorrow with the small steps of today. But remember, it starts with you and it starts with me. Thank you.